Gilbert, first of all, congratulations for winning the award, and this Facility Award, Manager Leadership Award means a lot for you, I know that. And how do you feel about that?
It's really an awesome experience to get an award, getting recognized for the good works that we do. Facilities is a function that typically it's unrecognized within the organizations. Forums like Vishwa and team, they recognize people in the industry, so it's really great to get an honor from the industry. Yeah.
Other than the recognition and awards, what are the other things you look from these kind of events?
One is these kind of events gives us a network platform to get connected with various people in the industry. It allows you to engage yourself, learn more from them, and the kind of discussions that we do on the panel discussions, the product knowledge that they bring in to the system. Like for example, we might not know Offineeds, for example, so they have come in NEO Systek. So these kind of products we may not be knowing in the office, but coming to conferences we get exposed to a lot of products in the industry, which will be very useful for us to know and get back to companies and integrate in whatever possible way to do our best job, and it makes us efficiently to handle it.
Yeah. Since the event is all around facility managers, I would like to know when and how did you start your career?
Oh, that's a story of 15-16 years plus. I started my career with a logistic company. I stayed for 2 years plus. I was handling EDP at that point of a time. But facilities as a function, I don't think it existed at that point of a time. It was more like admin, those kind of a role. I moved my first company in 97, and that was my first stepping stone into facility management, where I got really exposed and had a great opportunity to work with the companies to know the kind of product that used to manage facilities. So it's been a 15-year experience and running on still. So a lot more to learn, and learning never stops us. So learning is a continuous process. We have to upgrade. Today's new generations are much more tech savvy than what we used to be. We have to compete with them as well, and today the world is moving towards automation, so we have to catch up what's the trend today and take it forward. Yeah.
I see many young people taking up facility management as a profession, and what is that advice?
If you look at way back, there was nothing existed as training for FM as such. There is no industry benchmark to learn or study from what we have. But today, if you look at the kind of content available on the Google or on the internet, is humongous. And also apart from this, the knowledge forums like CE Worldwide, forums like FM Zone have standardized different levels of learning for the people to come there, and a lot of learnings, a lot of knowledge being shared at this kind of a forums. But the newer crowd has a lot of certification programs organized by various industries. Like IFMA, for example, they used to conduct bulletproof managers courses, like Coordinate does even. A lot of industries are coming in. I also represent FM Zone. So FM Zone's one of the initiative was like to do certification programs for newer generation, and also like whatever we learned we want to transform, and the new generation can begin from there. But today they are blessed with so much of content and knowledge already available on the system.
Tell us a little more about facility management, John.
What is not left in the role? Everything which is not done by anybody else falls under FM. But today it's just not job that is being executed by what is being told. Today FM has moved to different levels. Like today we are like a business enabler in terms of whatever business that we do. And though we spend a lot of money on behalf of company, but we have to be very careful in terms of whatever we spend as an organization. So we have a lot of accountability in what we do.
I'd like to know that, as a facility manager, many a times, it requires your presence at an office over a weekend, or sometime, you plan something and that doesn't happen. So the family at the back, has to sacrifice many times. So how do you handle that situation?
That's part of our life. So we set our expectations with office as well as with family. Okay, what kind of a job that we do, and what kind of expectations that the family has to expect from us. Our kind of job, typically we end up doing all our maintenance activity on a weekend or on a holiday, which means like typically we have to do our personal activities in other days. Being a very critical function, like we handle power is one of the major huge factor. If there's no power, literally the business come to a standstill. So in such scenarios we cannot do anything on phone, so we'll have to rush out to the site to see how we can mitigate those issues and resolve those problems. So our job is like we have to be 24/7 online with the business to ensure that the business continues. Yeah.
At this
As
point
a
of
family, yes, we have to compromise in a lot of way. Going late or working on a holiday, like sometimes it demands you to stay in office late, or it demands that on a weekends, holidays, you have to be there. Yeah.
So at this point of time, if you have to thank a few people who have been always inspiring you or been always a guiding force for you, who would it?
Definitely, there's a lot of people who needs to be thanked, but first of all, I would like to thank my parents who has brought up from nowhere was I today, and today whatever I'm been so far, it's absolutely God's grace that today in this position I am. But also apart from my parents, a lot of people I need to thank in terms of the knowledge that I gained from my mentors, my seniors, the first company that I worked to the company that I'm working right now. So every years of my life has transformed in different ways because of different interaction from people. So I don't want to miss out any names as such, but I would like to thank each and every one who contributed in my journey for last 15 years. Yeah.
But it was wonderful talking to you. I'm sure your inputs will really help the industry, and we'll look forward for more such interaction.
Thank you very much,
sir.
Yeah. Wonderful talking.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Shrikant Acharya and I'm the CEO of Offineeds.com. We help businesses to plan and purchase office stationery and daily office supplies.
Hi, my name is